Hello and welcome. This is Dasir Afraz from civiltechnologyforyou.com, and today in this session we will learn about how to create doors and windows schedule, and we will draw front elevations of doors and windows as well. So let's get started. Here we will start from this door as D1. Okay, we will draw this elevation as well, then D2, D3, D4, and for window 1, window 2, and we will show that what is the distance of windows from ground level. Okay, so I will just go here in AutoCAD, and first I will just create one layer. Okay, so this layer is for D1. Okay, I will just create this one D1, and I will just give it a color. This color is okay, and I will make this as a default. Okay, I will just select this one, then I will close this one. Now I will just draw one line here. Okay, I will just select from here, for example, any of the line, for example wall. Okay, and I will draw one line here. So I will give this name as a ground level. Okay, here. So I want to just copy any of the text from here. Okay, for example, I want to copy this one. Copy. Okay, I will go here. I will just here. Okay, and I will name it as ground level. What? Ground level. So I will edit this one. I will go here and I will write here g.l. Okay, what? Ground level. So now again what I will do, I will just move this again from this point to this point. Okay, now what I will do, I will start working on doors elevation. So from here what I will do, I will just select D1. Okay, I want to start from here. I will go into the this drawing. Okay, I want to check what is the size of this door. So the size here is 3000 mm and the height is 2400 mm. Okay, so I will just draw a line here, L enter. So 2400 mm is the size, so I will just 2400. Okay, now this is the point. Okay, now what I will do, I will just make a offset of 3000. So the width of the door is 3000. This is the main door. Okay, so I will give this point. Now again I want to check. Now you can see here there are two parts of this door. These are two lift doors and one lift door as well here. Okay, this small door and these two are big door. Okay, so we will create both of these. Okay, so what I will do, I will just make a offset of this is 1025 for one leaf. Okay, or enter 1025 for one leaf, and there is some gap between. Okay, this gap is 24 millimeter. Then I will give a offset of 24 millimeter. Okay, now this is the point where two doors will be joint. Okay, and then there is another, so second leaf 1025 millimeter. So I will just give a offset of 1025 millimeter. Okay, from this point to this point. Now there is a one small door here, so there is no any dimension here to give the dimension here. So I will give randomly here dimension. For example, I want to give a dimension from this point to this point. Okay, now again I will go here and I want to just connect all of these. Okay, I'll enter from this point to this point. Okay, then again I want to check, so I will give some I want to just give a line here from this point to this point to this point. Okay, so it is showing that this is door. Again I want to just give another. For example, I want to activate the line. This is starting from this point, this midpoint and this end point, and I can just make mirror as well. mi enter. Okay, and I want to mirror it here. Okay, I want to mirror it here, for example here. Okay, I will press no. Now this is mirror here. Okay, now I will just give a arc here. As you can see, this is the arc, so there is no any dimension, any radius for arc, so I will give randomly here. So 3-point arc, first point. Okay, then midpoint and then third point. Okay, now I want to just stretch this one downward. Now it is little bit okay. Now you can just measure the height as well from this point to this point. Okay, you can see this is the front elevation of main door. Okay, so the height is 2400 millimeter, as you can see here, 2400 millimeter. Now this is D1. Okay, now just I will just delete this one. Now I want to just make D2 as well. So you can see here in D2 and the distance, the clear distance is 1200 millimeter, and with frame you can see the thickness of the frame is 56.25 millimeter. Okay, so we will add all of this, and the height is 2100 millimeter. So I will start from here. I will go into the D2. I will activate this layer. and I will just select a line L enter. Now from this point, this is the ground level, up to this 2100 millimeter is the height. Now I will give second point. This is the second point. Now I want to just check what is the door frame width. Okay, so door frame width is 56.25 millimeter, so I will give a offset 56.25 millimeter. Okay, from this point to this point, as this is a double leaf door, and now from this point to this point door width is 1200, so I will give a offset of 1200. Okay, this is the clear length, so width, sorry, and then again door frame is 56.25 as this point. Okay, and from I will just go here and I want to just give door frame width at upper side, this side as well, so I will make this from this point to this point. This is the height. Okay, and the door frame width is 56.25, so I will give this point and this point. Now I will just use fillet command as we did before, this and this, then this and this. Now I want to show that this is the double leaf. Okay, so I want to make a line at the center of this one. Okay, now at the center you can see the distance is 25 millimeters, so on both side I will just give a offset of 12.5 for make it 25. Okay, this side and this side. Okay, now I want to just delete this line. Okay, I will delete this line, this was reference, and I will trim this line. Okay, you can see here, now this is what double leaf door. Okay, now I will just draw single leaf door, as D3 is the single leaf. You can see here, this is the D3 and this is single leaf, so I want to move here. Okay, you can check from plan as well. You can go here in plan and you can check that what is the size of the door, as this is the D2 and the size was 1200 millimeter. We can check from here. You can see this is the door frame, and after door frame the size is about 1200 millimeter. Okay, now D3, what is the size of D3? You can check from here as well. Okay, so the size is 900 millimeter without door frame, so you can check from here as well, 900 millimeter, and the door frame width is 56.25 millimeter and the height is 2100 millimeter. So I will go here and I will start from here. Okay, and I want to just put L enter, height 2100 millimeter enter. Okay, now I want to just give a offset 56.25 for door frame. Okay, I will give this. Now the clear length is 900 millimeter, so I will give this from this point to this point. Again door frame 56.25. Okay, now I will give this point. Now I want to just connect this. Okay, and the upper side door frame width is 56.25. Okay, I will just give, sorry, 56.25. O enter 56.25, and I want to give the width. Okay, like this. I want to delete this one and I will use fillet command. Okay, this and this and this. Okay, now I want to draw D4 as well. You can see here, this is the D4 and the clear length is 750 millimeter without door frame. Okay, so I will go here and I want to give the height as well from this point to this point. Okay, this was D3, so I want to change the layer from here, so I will change D3. Okay, now I want to just select D4 from here. Okay, and I want to make it, I will just start from here. 2100 is the height, and then the door frame width is 56.25 millimeter, so I will just click here and I will give a offset of 56.25 millimeter. Then the clear length is 750, so 750 I will hit enter, then I will give this point, then again door frame 56.25 and I will give this, and then I will connect both of the lines. Okay, then again door frame O enter 56.25, I will give the offset here. Okay, and then I will use fillet command to remove these edges. Okay, then this one. Okay, and then this one. Okay, this one is D4. Now we will just draw the elevation for windows as well, and you can see here the windows as well. So I want to move here, and you can see this is the windows elevation W1, W2 and W3 and ventilator as well. Okay, so I will just draw only one window, and rest of you have to draw by yourself. I will provide you this drawing, and for W2 you have to just draw by yourself W3 and ventilator 1 as well. Okay, So I will just provide you the drawing, and you have to make the schedule here as well. Okay, you can see here you have to write everything here. So I will just draw this one, only this window. Now we have to check what is the height from ground level. So the height is 900 mm. Okay, so I will just draw this one. You can see here the window one width is 1500 including frame. Okay, so 1500 is the width. So I will go here in AutoCAD. Now what I will do, I will just draw a reference line from here. I will go here, I will select W1, okay, or windows and ventilator. I will select this layer, I will put line, okay, and I will give a reference of 900 millimeter. Okay, from here we will start the window. Now let me check the window height. So I will go here and I want to check, this is 1200 millimeter including frame. So I will go here, I will start a line from this point. Okay, and the height is 1200 millimeter. I will hit enter. Now I want to delete this line. Okay, then I want to check the total width of the window. So total width is 1500 millimeter. So from this point to this point including frame. Now I will check the frame width. So frame width is 50 millimeter. Okay, so I will go here and I will give O enter 50 enter. Okay, now I will give this point and this point. Now I want to connect this one. Okay, from this point to this point and this point to this point. Okay, now I will give O enter 50 for both side as well. Okay, because this is a frame. Okay, and this one as well, and I will just use fillet command. Okay, to remove this. Okay, now again for this one and 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 this one. Now this is the frame of the window. Now let's check the leaf. So this is double leaf. So the distance is, offset distance is 25 millimeter. So I will go here and I will give offset distance of 25 from this side to this side. Okay, from this side to this side, and from this side to this side, and this side to this side. Now let's just use fillet command to remove this one from this to this. Okay, again from this point to this point. Okay, and this point to this point. Okay, now I want to just filter this one. Now I will just draw a center line from this point to this point. Okay, let me just give a offset of 12 millimeter on both side. Okay, from this point to this point and this point to this point. Okay, so I will just delete this one to show that this is the leaf. Okay, I want to delete this one, I want to delete this one as well. Okay, and here from this point I will just delete this one. Okay, trim this one, I will trim this one, trim this one, I will delete this line. So it is showing that this is double leaf. Okay, you can see here this is the first leaf and this second leaf. Okay, now you can just make this block as well. Okay, this is W1. Now the rest of the window you have to make your own. Okay, like W2, same the method. Okay, W3 as well, and the ventilator, this is also simple. And you have to just draw this schedule as well from table. Okay, as I have just given you the procedure how to just create a table, and then you have to write the text here and you have to show the material as well here. Okay, so this was the method that you can just create a window elevation as well, door elevation as well. I hope you understand this session. I will see you in the next.